information of the graduating class of your Jackrabbits. And be sure to follow Polly Jackrabbits on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. That's Polly Jackrabbits, all one word, on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Am I going to get a signal from Puth? Ladies and gentlemen, please turn your attention to the field as we honor your Long Beach Poly Jackrabbit seniors. Number 1, Kyron Rochelle. Number 3, Brian Parham. Number 4, Jalen Duncan. Number 6, Torian White. Number 7, Jordan Riles. Number 8, Keontae Lanier. Number 10, Evan Arredondo. Number 11, Anthony Curtis. Number 13, Nasir McGee. Number 16, Hunter Nelson. Number 17, Matthew Che. Number 22, Jaden Bridges. Number 23, David Bacalar. Number 28, Lamar Black. Number 46, Uiti Mo. Number 55, Michael Fasili. Number 58, Justin Mataya. Number 59, Brandon Potty. Number 80, Rashad St. Louis. And number 97, Justin Blount. And a shout out to the 3 film crew representatives, Harold Tudian, Mark Hines, and Elijah Simmons. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your Long Beach Poly Jackrabbits!
What's going on, Long Beach? We're here on the west side of Cabrillo High School. We're bringing you this matchup between two undefeated Moore League teams here, the Long Beach Poly Jackrabbits and the Millikan Rams. Something's going to change tonight between one of those records.
Yeah.
We got the high-powered running offense for Poly, matched with their unscathed defense so far in Moore League play. They have not been scored upon in their Moore League matchups so far.
Looking for that Moore League shutout.
So that's something that the Millikan Rams will be looking for behind talented freshman Ryan Pelham and his big brother's team, Romeo Pelham, the Millikan Rams. He's head coaching. So we'll see what kind of strategies they have for tonight to try and get past that defense.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I mean, we saw what Poly's defense did against, one of the best quarterback recruits in the entire country. So a tough task for a young quarterback to face, especially with as much on the line with this game as there is tonight. Going to be very interesting to see.
Yep, and Poly's offense has put up 40 on both their Moore League opponents this season and haven't given up a touchdown. So it doesn't look great for those Millikan Rams, but you know what? They're always up for a challenge, and anything can happen day to day. It's a beautiful Friday night. We got a beautiful sunset behind us and a beautiful field here. It's senior night for the Poly Jackrabbits. We just went through those ceremonies. We're getting ready to introduce the teams and also do the national anthem, and then we'll get kicked off.
And guys, you're looking at us and you're like, hey, where are those guys' masks? What are they doing? Don't they know we're in a pandemic? Yes, we do know that we're in a pandemic. John and I are actually roommates, and on top of that, we're both double vaccinated now. So we're feeling comfortable not wearing masks around each other. The rest of the crew that's up here, they're masked up and they're socially distant. But John and I, because we're roommates, we've been quarantining this entire time. We aren't wearing masks. We won't be wearing masks for the duration of this. But as soon as we're done broadcasting, we will put masks on as we enter the crowd.
We throw them right back on.
Right back on. I have mine around my neck at all times. This is right here.
We got a few more festivities coming up. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be right back with you with some Moore League action. The Long Beach Championship between the Long Beach Poly Jackrabbits and the Millikan Rams. We'll see you in a sec.
Poly Jack Rabbits.
Welcome back, everybody. We're just minutes away from action for these two undefeated teams, Long Beach Poly Jackrabbits, Millikan Rams. You can feel the excitement in the air on the Poly senior night as they enter the field. They're pumped. They're 2 weeks waiting for a game. Searching for an opponent last week. Couldn't find one after Jordan had to forfeit, unfortunately. Nobody wanted the smoke. But that's okay. This is what it all comes down to. 2 3-0 teams in the Moore League as the captains make their way to midfield for the coin toss.
So we're going coin toss and then coin toss.
Now, unfortunately, if you're watching here, it's most likely after the game. In fact, I guarantee you it's after the game. We had the NFHS partnered with the CIF. They're going to be streaming the game, but we're glad that you tuned in now after the game to catch our stream. It's really important to us. It's awesome. We're going to have to change up our pitch a little bit throughout the game. But while you're here, please subscribe to the channel. It means so much to us while we get this coin toss. Take a second, subscribe. We're bringing you more league action. The only reason we can keep bringing you more league action, we're trying to take this to other sports, basketball, baseball, tennis, whatever, is if you subscribe, like the video. We appreciate your support. We're going to take a quick break for the national anthem. And then we got more league action coming up in a few minutes. We'll be right back.
Remain standing for the playing of our national anthem by Long Beach Poly's marching unit featuring trumpet soloist Stephen Price.
A beautiful rendition of the national anthem by the Poly Marching Band there.
Right you are, John. And how good is it to hear high school marching bands playing in high school sports?
It's great. It's great. It brings nostalgia to otherwise stuffy existence that was 2020 and the beginning of 2021. So it's nice to get out here with the fresh air. High school football, high school band. It's on the atmosphere. Millikan opting to stay in the locker room for the national anthem, but they're coming out, and we'll go to Matt Guardabascio for their introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm East Side on the West Side welcome for the visiting Millikan Rams.
And you hear the hooting and hollering, and they're coming out with some energy. Don't tell them Poly hasn't given up a point in the Moore League matchups yet. They're ready to come out and fight.
Yeah, that's right. And they even said, hey, we know that we weren't out here for the anthem. It's not about disrespecting the flag. Look, we've got our own that we're bringing with us.
Right. Right. And they're flying those colors.
And we're going to bring you back to take another look at the handsome John Charles and John Charles Martin. That's your last
That's
name.
my name, John Charles Martin. Matthew Garrett.
Matthew Garrett. Guardabascio. Go full government.
Don't steal our identities, please. We'll give our social security numbers pretty soon. But welcome to the Poly Stream YouTube. Thank you for joining us. Subscribe when you get a chance. We got some more league action coming up.
And remember, we're not wearing masks because we live together. We are roommates, and we're both vaccinated, so we've been quarantining the entirety of the pandemic. So wear a mask when you're in public, ladies and gentlemen, and I will continue to point at the camera when I say that because it's important.
Cut to the field. Cut to the field. We got action coming up. Millikan Rams are receiving the kick. Dylan Michelle off to kick it. And we got more league championship action here. That's going to be muffed by 21 Ajay Gravely. He's going to recover. And he's going to take that down to about the 36-yard line.
That's right, John, and he's brought down by Jalen Duncan, one of the seniors here on senior night for the Jackrabbits.
And not the smoothest start to what we're deeming the Moore League Championship game here. But it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And I'm sure we're going to have a great matchup here as the Millikan Rams offense joins in on the sideline and takes the field. And they're going to be going up against the gray wall here of Long Beach Poly.
Yeah, and you're going to be seeing sophomore quarterback Peter Kim lined up there in number 4. He's in the shotgun here for the Rams. Had some impressive touchdowns against Wilson either last week or the week before, John.
Yep. Peter Kim back. He'll take the snap. He's going to hand that to Ajay Gravely, who is absolutely stuck.
Yeah, and that's
by 23, David Bacalar.
Exactly.
Bringing the power here. It's going to bring up 2nd down and long for the Millikan offense. Peter Kim in the shotgun. Gravely to his right.
And
go
ahead.
No, you got it, baby.
I was just saying, just a quick reminder, I am doing double duty. I'm doing PA in stadium tonight as well, so I will be cutting in and out. But you're in good hands with John.
A tough snap for Peter Kim, and he has to adjust on the fly, and the line is able to get it. That's Brian Parham on the tackle for a big loss. Not the way the Millikan Rams wanted to start out here. It's going to be 3rd and a couple downs here for the Millikan Rams. They're going to have to air it out here quickly against this Poly defense. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 20 for the Rams. They're going to return that same setup, 3 receivers on the left side. Gravelli on the right.
Cornerbacks taking a bit of a giving him a little bit of room there.
Kim's going to take the snap, and he's going to throw that to Ryan Pelham, but no room to go.
We do have a flag down, though.
Oh, and we got some action down there. Another flag, and we have hands. There's going to be some discipline here, and that's Ryan Pelham. That's not going to be good for the Millikan Rams. You have to believe he's probably going to be ejected for that, along with a couple Poly Jackrabbits.
But very heartening to see there Gravelli and Parham hugging each other. Two guys saying, hey, we're still Long Beach, man. We're
sharing
still
the
Long
olive
Beach.
branch. Sharing the olive branch. You hate to see that 3 plays into the game, unfortunately.
But this is, an important game for both of these teams. This would be a huge win for Millikan if they can win and have outright possession of a Moore League title for the first time in at least a long time.
Yeah, and they're going to need Ryan Pelham, so we'll have to see what the referees say here. Looks like everyone's been separated to their side. Referees are talking it over.
We've got 4 flags down in total for the 4 referees, so everybody in stripes getting in on the action down there on the sideline.
Unfortunately, I don't think the refs have mics, so we're going to have to do a lot of sign language reading here.
Personal foul, face mask. That's going to go against the Jackrabbits, and then a personal foul. Unsportsmanlike conduct with an ejection against the Jackrabbits. Didn't see anything called against the Rams there. But it looks like they're going to move that one up to the Millikan 49-yard line. So that is going to be a first down for the Rams, and I believe a Poly player is going to be ejected for his extracurricular activity on that one, John.
Yeah, and we'll try and figure out which player that was. But with all that, 1st and 10 for the Millikan Rams. Facing a 3rd and real long and a big loss on 3rd down. It was going to be 4th down coming up and a few flags thrown on that play. It's going to give new life to this Rams offense. So if you thought that this game might be meaningless, this senior night, playing only 3 games in the Moore League, you were sorely mistaken. We got some energy here tonight. Players on both sides coming with that fight. Hopefully we can tone it down and keep that fighting on the field. Well, fighting might be the wrong word because it was on the field technically.
What about scrap? No, we don't want to say scrap.
We don't want to scrap. We don't want to scrap, no.
Hustle. We want that hustle on the field.
We want the hustle, yeah. Keep the hustle. Kim back in at quarterback. He'll have Gravely. I got to figure out.
I think it's Gravelli.
I think it's Gravelli too. It could also be Gravely. We got to get this name.
Gravelli's fun to say, though.
It is. And he's going to take the ball to the left side. A little bit of room there, but met by the Poly defenders. It's going to be a gain of a couple.
Yeah, that's 46 Weeti Mo with the stop there.
Still a little bit. Still a little bit of chatter on the field. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 6 yards to go. Kim in the backfield. Gravelli behind. 2 receivers on each side.
Yeah, the reversed I formation. No, not reversed, but a little bit farther back than you would expect.
Almost like a modified pistol. It's probably not street legal. And there's going to be some movement on the Poly defense. It's going to give a few more yards to this Millikan Rams offense, who looked like they were facing a real quick, devastating 3-and-out with a lot of yards lost, and now they're driving down the field. They're going to have a 2nd and short here coming up.
And that will take us to the first timeout here of the game. Head coach Stephen Barbie for the Jackrabbits saying, guys, we got to settle ourselves down. We got an ejection and two early penalties that really have been the only forward progress other than that 2-yard run for the Rams here so far to start the game, followed by jumping off sides there. Got to settle the defense down.
Hey, yards are yards. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. they're gonna have to pull everything they can out of their hat to get by this Poly defense that hasn't given up a touchdown in more league play. And so it'll be interesting to see what that offense can do.
And don't forget, guys, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscriptions are huge. It is what we need to keep going, doing this thing, moving forward for you guys. So go ahead and while you're watching the stream, like and subscribe.
And Pelham's going to go in motion to the right side. Kim's going to give it to 21 to Gravely on the left side. Not a ton of room to go.
That's number
3, but it looks
Brian
like
Parham.
He might have gotten to the marker. We'll wait for the ref signal, and they're going to move those chains. It's going to be a first down for this Millikan Rams offense. And like Matt said, Brian Parham on the tackle. First and 10 for the Rams. Ball at the Jackrabbit 41-yard line. Kim in the backfield looking to the sideline. He's going to drop back. He's going to roll the right side, but he has nowhere to go and not a white jersey in the area.
Yeah, the closest closest player on the field there is number 28, Lamar Black for the Jackrabbits.
The Poly sideline calling for a flag, and you can't blame them. Not a lot of white jerseys in that section. A lot of green there, but it's going to stand 2nd and 10 for the Millikan Rams.
Strip that ball, take it away, you yell defense. Strip that ball, take it away, you yell.
Kim in the backfield. Out of the shotgun. They're going to option to the left to Gravely, but nowhere to go. He's stopped at about the line of scrimmage by a few Jackrabbits there.
Yeah, that's Parham and number 46, Uiti Mo, combining there for the stop. Tough. I mean, it's tough to run against those guys. Those are some big bodies that move quickly.
Like we've seen with other teams, they haven't had much success on the ground against this Poly defense. So you wonder when they're going to go to Peter Kim, unleash the beast, get that arm out there, and see if they can get some yards through the air. We're going to see right here, though, they got a 3rd and long, 3rd and about 11 specifically, ball at the 42-yard line. Trying to take advantage of some Poly miscues early in the game. As Kim sits in the backfield. 3 receivers to the right. We'll take the snap out of the shotgun. He's looking deep. He's going to throw it to the middle, and he's got Pelham in the middle, and he's going to dance around. He breaks one tackle, and he's eventually pushed out of bounds, but that's going to be a first down for the Rams.
Forced out of bounds there by number 23, David Bacalar. Nice little pitch and catch there for the Rams. Give them a fresh set of downs here.
And Millikan able to move their ball with the backs against the wall. A long 3rd down to open up their drive. Penalties gave them some new life, and they seem to be keeping to move the ball. They're going it through the air. They haven't found much success on the ground, but it's still early. If that pass game is successful, it's just going to open up holes there at the line. 1st and 10 for the Rams.
Yeah, and impressive for the sophomore quarterback to sit there in the pocket with those big bodies coming up against him.
And they're going to go with the option, but nowhere to go there as Kim throws it out of bounds. Running for his life, Peter Kim. That looked to be Jalen Johnson, sending Kim in the other direction. Second and 10 for the Rams. They're going tight formation here. Ball at about the 25-yard line. Kim takes the snap. He drops back. He's looking to throw, and that's going to be up. Oh! Bobbled a couple times. Intended receiver. Looks to be Takario Davis.
Anthony Curtis, number 11 for the Jackrabbits, with a great play to tip that ball out on the ground, so it was an incomplete pass there, John.
So that's going to bring up 3rd and 10 for the Millikan Rams here. 6 minutes left in Q1. Kim in the shotgun.
Q1 is the first quarter, for those of you not in the know, not up on the lingo.
That's true.
But you'd be up on the lingo if you subscribed and were watching all of these games that we've been covering.
Kim's going to take the snap, and it looks like a draw play to Gravely, but nowhere to go. Hit hard at the line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up 4th down. It's decision time for the Rams here early in the game. The crowd loves whoa-whoa. You hear the screams as Matt announces his name on the tackle there. 4th down, it looks like the Rams are going to be going for it here. Kim in the backfield, Gravely to the right, along with the 3 receivers. A lot of yards to get here, and a big risk by the Rams here early. He's going to look up top, nowhere to go. It looked like the receiver got lost, and that's going to be intercepted.
It's number 4, Jalen Duncan, with the interception there.
And he's still got room. I don't think we heard a whistle about. Now we're hearing it. Play is blown dead in the backfield. And, and there's some more action going on. Pelham in the middle of it again, throwing hands to a defender on the ground.
And we've got at least 2 flags out. The referees getting caught in that scuffle a little bit. Looked like there was some hard blocking there that Pelham might have taken exception to, causing a little bit of extracurricular after the play had been whistled dead for quite some time.
The referees will confer. And there's a lot of excitement going on as Millikan calls a team meeting here. You have to expect there might be another ejection here. The refs may not want to do it. They want to keep the integrity of this championship game, but you just can't have kids fighting on the field, unfortunately. We'll see what they're going to be able to do to rein this in here early in the first quarter.
Yeah, it's much chippier than it needs to be. I know there's a lot on the line here. Both of these teams having had some games canceled. Millikan having their rivalry game with against Lakewood. Pardon me.
We got there.
They've got the same. They have the same layout. It's the same design for the entire school. Yeah. Anyway,
with Harry Pachenik. Johnstone.
Did you see what the Tigers did this week, John? Did you see what the Tigers did?
That's a joke for everyone on the stream.
Everyone gets it. But yeah, I mean, both teams not getting a chance to play against their rivals, with Lakewood Millikan getting canceled and Poly Wilson getting canceled. So hard to not have this game feel like a rivalry, especially with as much on the line as there is. Let's go down to the field now. Well, not down to the field. We're just looking at the field, and we're going to get the call here. Got a personal foul against Millikan, so that will go against the Rams, and it will still be the interception will stand. It is a first down, Jackrabbits.
And that one was just for the streamers. Not on the hot mic there, as Matt's pulling double duty. So that'll be 1st and 10, first offensive drive for the Poly Jackrabbits here. Ball's going to be placed at the 40-yard line. Shea Kuykendall back at quarterback. He's going to give that to Jaden Bridges off to the right side, who's got some room to go, and he's going to pick up a few yards there. As there's some more chirping down there. And that's what you can get behind, that kind of chirping. Talking smack is okay. Smacking after that talk is not. So as long as they can rein in the physicality of that, then it's all good. Looks to be about a 5-yard gain for the Jackrabbits. Going to bring up 2nd and 5, ball at the 45-yard line. Bridges to the left, and he'll take that up the middle. And he's going to be brought down, but not before gaining the first.
Yeah, it looks like Matthew Garcia, the free safety, coming down to make the stop for the Rams on that one.
To bring up a 1st and 10 on the 45-yard line. Just more than 4 minutes left here in the first quarter. Still zeros on the board after an extended drive, by the Millikan Rams. Kaganal's in the backfield. He's going to send Jordan Riles in the motion and drop back. He's looking to air it out here. He's got a lot of time, but nowhere to go as the Millikan defensive line closes in on him. That's going to be 44.
Yeah,
unlisted player.
and also Connor Lantow, number 12, coming in there with a little pincer action to get that 3-yard loss for the Rams.
And that was Stephanie Ethan there, number 44 as well. Oh, Ethan Stephanie, excuse me. Reading that the wrong way. As Kaganal completes the pass to Jordan Riles here. And he's going to be brought down by Royce Smith at about the 48-yard line. Not much room to go there. That's going to bring up 3rd and long for the Poly Jackrabbits on their first drive of the night. And just the luck of reading Ethan Stephanie, the names flopped. We'll try not to make those mistakes going forward. Riles again in motion. Kaganal's going to fake the hand up to Samples and drop back. And he's going to air it out. Oh, and the pass intended for Keontae Lanier is dropped. The ball just thrown just behind him, unfortunately, and that's going to bring up 4th down for the Jackrabbits.
Yeah, number 5, Royce Smith in coverage there for the Rams, but Lanier with plenty of room if that ball's just a little bit farther ahead of him.
Special teams unit out for the Jackrabbits, so they're going to punt that away. Looks to be Angelo Miranda in the backfield for the Rams.
That's what I'm seeing here too.
Same.
Is that David Bacalar, linebacker extraordinaire with the punt?
That is, as the ball rolls. A nice poly bounce to about the 13-yard line. It's going to bring up 1st down for the Rams on their 2nd drive of the night.
I think LB not only stands for linebacker, but it stands for leg, ? Big. Because that's a big boot from a linebacker.
That's a big boot.
Pinning the Rams inside their own 15-yard line. Great field possession here for the Jackrabbits defensive unit, getting back out on the field for the 2nd time this game.
Zero still on the board here at Cabrillo High School. About 2 minutes left in the first quarter.
We're seeing a little bit, some tight coverage there on the far side of the field for the Jackrabbits.
They're going to send Matthew Martinez in motion and hand that ball off to Gravely, but he is met by big Wendell Moe. Whoa, Moe there, getting through.
And I believe his brother, Weetie Moe, also in on the stop on that one. It's a Whoa, Moe and Co.
Whoa, whoa, Momo. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Millikan Rams. Clock winding down here in the first quarter. Kim in the backfield awaiting the snap. Kim's going to take it, and he's going to roll left. He's got to get rid of it. And he will. Pass intended for Matthew Martinez.
And number 26, Ignacio Michele in coverage there for the Jackrabbits. Not a whole lot of room. Is that Martinez? Matthew Martinez, who was the intended receiver?
Yep.
Not a lot of room for him if he catches that ball. He had Ignacio Michele in pretty close pursuit.
So it's going to bring up 3rd and 10 for the Rams. Kim back with Gravely to his right. Jackrabbit showing pressure. He's going to have to get rid of it quick, and he does. But that's going to be just short. Pass intended for Jay Drummer. Bounces a couple times before it gets to him, though, under that pressure from the Poly defensive line. It's going to bring up 4th down for the Rams, and they're sending out their special teams unit. Daniel Arroyo will be back to kick.
Yeah, and with the size and speed of Poly's team, you definitely don't want your punter standing inside your own end zone. That's a tough ask for a high schooler. It'll be interesting to see if Poly drops anybody back besides the 2 gunners out there split wide on your screen there.
Anthony Curtis back to receive as that snap is fumbled. And some action down there. It looks like Poly ends up with the ball, and they're calling touchdown.
Yeah, John.
Special teams touchdown for the Jackrabbits.
It's going to be number 21, Jalen Johnson.
Nice.
Sorry. Go for it, John. Say it. Get your chance.
I don't want it.
On the PA.
I don't want it.
Go for it, John.
No,
you do it.
I don't want it.
You do it. I just got so
go
excited.
do it.
Oh, gosh. Jalen Johnson with the fumble recovery. Touchdown, Jackrabbits. You're getting both the PA and the live stream broadcast there for you guys.
In double duty. Dylan Michelle back for the extra point. That kick is up. And if we say it once, we'll say it again. That kick is good. Right through the uprights. It's going to bring us to a score of 7-0 Poly Jackrabbits over the Millikan Rams. The Jackrabbits take the early lead here in this Long Beach Championship, the matchup of the undefeated teams. Defense doing what it does, not allowing a lot of yards past penalties that we were seeing in that first drive. And you can just see the power of that defense when they're able to bowl over that offensive line. Not a lot of time for the quarterback, not a lot of time for the punter, and that leads to 7 points on the scoreboard.
Yeah, very. I mean, we've seen it all year long with this, especially this defensive front. You know, our defensive backs at Poly, no slouches. I mean, you've seen some great plays. We already have an interception here, but it's hard to do anything on the on the offensive side of the ball when you've got less than 2 seconds as a quarterback.
Yeah, they're going to need more time, and the runners are going to need a little bit more room. Otherwise, we may see a similar script tonight that we've seen in weeks past.
And here's the thing: when you've got a great script, you don't need to change it much.
Don't over-edit
and
it.
if you're a Jackrabbit fan, this has been a pretty great script to read all whole season long.
Dylan Michelle kick is good. And that's caught by Brody Wojcik. And there's going to be some more action on the sideline. They really got to reel this in. You can hear the fans getting in on it too. The refs are chatting to the coaches.
Yeah,
The coaches are chatting to the players.
And no flag on the hit when he was. I mean, when he was tackled, he was in bounds still. Like that was a clean and legal tackle, a hard tackle definitely, but that's football. It's you don't want to see extracurriculars happening after clean plays. I mean, that's a tough thing to see.
But it gives us another chance to get past it as the Millikan offense comes onto the field. They're going to have 1st and 10 with about a minute left here in the first quarter. The refs are conferring on where they're going to put that ball, and it looks like that's going to go on the 32-yard line. Trying to capture a little bit of the same magic they saw in the first drive where they got it down to about the 20-yard line of the Poly Jackrabbits, but Poly's going to take a timeout first to talk things over.
And guys, while the game is here in timeout, just a reminder: pop down into the description for this video. Go ahead and like the video, like the channel, subscribe to the channel. Subscriptions is the name of the game today. That is the best way to support the stream and to help make this a reality, so that we can keep doing this going forward. Go ahead, like and subscribe down below. We appreciate it.
That's right. We're only a few subscriptions away from a big YouTube milestone, so every like matters, every subscription matters. If you don't think it matters, then you're wrong. It does matter. Just subscribe.
And tell others about the stream. I made that seem like I was going to say more, but I didn't.
That's okay. Sometimes all you need is the one statement. Yeah. Millikan Rams making their way back onto the field. Peter Kim and his offense looking for a little bit more success here than they had last time when they gave it the special teams fumble and touchdown for the Jackrabbits. Grabley's in motion, and he'll get the ball up the middle, but it looks like he's tripped up there and brought down just before the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
That's tough to see. Brought down by his own offensive lineman there, just got pushed. Again, that's defensive line play, though, because you've got those big bodies for the Jackrabbits pushing those offensive linemen back and creating some tough running lanes for Gravelli there.
You got to watch the feet. 2nd and 10, 30 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Kim in the backfield. 4 receivers in front. Gravelli to his right. Looks like we're going to get another handoff to Gravelli, but nowhere to go there as Parham brings him down a few yards short of that line of scrimmage. Millikan finding it hard to move the ball again here. You have to wonder, we haven't seen Ryan Pelham on the field. We did see him involved in some extracurriculars a little bit earlier. We didn't see another ejection sign, but with him not on the field, that might be a reason why we haven't seen him in any of these formations, though. It could be coach's discipline. We'll look to see if he joins us, or rather the Rams, later in the game.
Well, and it's one of those things you expect a guy who's living with the head coach potentially, right? I don't know their living situation, so Big Brother may be on his own at his own place, but at the very least, Millikan Rams football is very much a part of that family, and so you can understand a young athlete, because Pelham's a freshman, I believe, right? Yeah, he's a freshman. So you're talking about a 14, 15-year-old who's hearing a lot of chirping probably at home, a lot of building up of this game throughout the week, getting here and just fired up to play. And, it's part of the learning process is learning how to control those emotions and have them be productive out on the field so you're not getting into those extracurriculars.
Definitely. I'm also kind of a little impressed because me as a freshman, Me as a freshman, I don't know if I would have been able to throw hands with dudes on varsity, especially in football. I played baseball, which has a little bit of a different aggressiveness. But we got a flag here before the quarter even starts, and that's going to be moving the ball forward for the Rams. So that's going to bring up a 1st and 10 for the Rams. Ball at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, I wish we'd seen the call there.
Kim in the backfield. He's going to drop back. He's looking to throw it, and he's going to go deep. He's looking for Takario Davis on the right side, but there's a flag on the play there. Looks like there was some grabbing, potentially defensive pass interference. We'll go to the referees to see what they say.
It is. It's going to be defensive hold. That's the right call, I believe, there. You know, definitely holding, not necessarily pass interference, but definitely getting in there, trying to grab the jersey, keep those arms from coming up to go for that pass.
And so a case of more flags, creating more yards for the Millikan Rams here. We're going to see if the Poly defense can get a little bit more disciplined in their coverage. And if they're able to, then they're going to control the ball here. Kim in the backfield. Gravely to the left. Oh, and he's going to hand it off, and he is absolutely popped. And excuse me, that was Royce Smith.
And that is
carrying the ball.
Senior Brian Parham. Just saying, hey, I've got a Division I offer already. I'm coming back for the love of the game and for the love of my guys on this team.
Shades of Jadavian Clowney. He almost beat the ball into Smith's grip. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was just good, clean football, baby. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 14 for the Rams.
Yeah, and just, I mean, Pauly's got some great linebackers over the year, reminiscent of Willie McGinnis, Jayon Brown, some of those NFL guys playing linebacker, that came out of Long Beach Poly. And Parham certainly showing him he's part of that core.
And a near interception there as Kim was rolling to the right. Under pressure again, but good coverage in the secondary. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 14 for the Rams here. And a lot of energy coming off the field from this Poly defense now. They seem to be catching their groove, which does not bode well for this Rams offense. Kim's going to take the snap, and he's going to roll right again. He's going to stop. He's looking up the middle, and that pass is complete to Jay Drummer, brought down by Torian White.
9-yard pickup, not a bad play, but again, Poly can afford to give up those yards because they had that great defensive play up front by Parham. So even with a 9-yard gain, Millikan's still looking at a 4th and 5.
And it looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field here. 3 wide receivers set to the right. Kim in the backfield. Taking a look at that defense. Trying to find the vulnerable spot. But they're going to call, the refs are going to call this play. It looks like it's going to be a timeout for Millikan. And while they take that timeout, we'll just take another opportunity. Every timeout's a great opportunity to subscribe to the channel. Like we said, every subscription matters. Just take 2 seconds, hit that subscribe button. Doesn't cost anything, except maybe 2 seconds of your life. But we're giving you great Moore League football coverage, 2 undefeated teams here.
And you know what's really cool about it?
What's really cool about it?
This is free, John.
It's
We're
for
providing
free.
this for free for Poly fans. You know, we're not unfortunately able to do this one live because there is a CIF sanctioned broadcast happening. But I mean, we've had people tuning in from Virginia, from Florida, from like Washington, from around the entire country, Jackrabbit fans and alums getting to watch their team play, sometimes, you know, for the first time in years.
As Kim is under pressure again, and that's going to be Donovan Poe. And Kim just gives himself up, not wanting to get in front of Poe there.
Oh, and it looks like we've got a flag at the 24-yard line, and the reaction from those Jackrabbits in the defensive backfield showing that that's probably going against them, unfortunately.
Let's take a look to see what the refs say. They're waving hi to us.
They wave the flag off. There is no penalty on the play. It is a first down, Jackrabbits.
So the Poly defense standing up there, not allowing the Millikan Rams to find first down area there on fourth down. So that's going to be a turnover on downs with the Poly offense coming onto the field. Kuykendall in the shotgun, Samples to his left. And Samples will take that ball to the right side, but nowhere to go as he's tackled by Leo Moreno.
Yeah, great pressure there. It's the first time we've really seen that kind of pressure coming from the Rams. Got to wonder what they're doing, if they're bringing extra guys in to try and force a little pressure, make the Jackrabbits beat them on the air, through the air rather.
It's going to bring up 2nd and 12. Kuykendall's going to take the snap. He's going to get it to Samples. He's running up the middle, and he's got a lot of room to go. Eating a couple hits there as he's finally brought down by Royce Smith. Samples getting a bunch of yards there, though. Looks to be about 10. That's going to bring up 3rd, or rather 11. That's going to bring up 3rd and 1 for the Jackrabbits as they enter Ram territory. 9 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Kuykendall is going to set up in the shotgun. Samples again to his left. And they'll fake it to Samples up the middle, and Kuykendall is going to call his own number and run it to the left side. And he's looking for people to hit. As number 33, Jaden Franklin, is able to bring him down, but not before gaining a bunch of yards there. It's going to bring up another first down for these Jackrabbits, and they are moving the ball. Ball placed at the 26-yard line. In Ram territory as they fake the handoff. Kuykendall rolls right, and he completes the pass there to Lanier. Lanier juking and jiving, and he finds some room. That's going to be a touchdown for the Jackrabbits. Keontae Lanier getting that yak, yak, yak yards after the catch there, taking it for 6. That's going to make the score 13-0 Jackrabbits over the Millikan Rams here with 8 minutes left to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, no, incredible presence there. You saw him towing the sideline there before cutting back up the middle of the field, and the presence to stretch so he can get that ball over
the goal line.
The goal line. I wanted to say the line of scrimmage. I'm like, it's not the line of scrimmage. And I was like, okay, not the line of scrimmage. Line of scrimmage?
Dylan Michelle for the extra point. And that is good. 14-0 Jackrabbits over the Rams. 8:15 left here to go in the first half. And Poly is flexing their prowess over the Rams so far. It started off a little shaky, but they're starting to find that space on the ground, which then leads to that space in the air, and they now find themselves with a 2-score lead over this undefeated Rams football team.
Important to note, undefeated in Moore League.
Moore League, that's right.
The Rams have suffered 2 losses on the season, both against non-league teams. And both tough opponents and tough losses there for the Rams. The Jackrabbits undefeated with their one non-league game coming against Sarah. Impressive performance so far. We've still got 8 minutes left in the first half here, and another 24 left in that second half. Quick math, that's 32 minutes of football, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead and like and subscribe.
That's some Long Beach Poly education for you.
It is. It is.
Dylan Michelle back to kick it off. Looks like Brody Wojcik is in the backfield to receive that for the Rams. And he's going to take that to the right side, looking for some space, running in straight lines. And he's going to be brought down at about the 27-yard line. Woo! As a chill sets in here tonight as the sun goes down. (14-0) Jackrabbits over the Rams here at Cabrillo High School, Long Beach, California, if you didn't know. Here playing on the west side.
But with a lot of east side love.
A lot of east side love because it allows us to have stands on both sides, which is a requirement for the district for us to be here playing football.
Which reminds me, the next dead ball that we have, I have to do a PA announcement letting people know they can only sit in the areas that have been marked out as safe to sit.
But before that, Kim's going to hand it off to Royce Smith, who finds no room, as I pause to find the name of the tackle, and I'm not going to get it. But y'all see who tackled him. I'll get him next time. It's going to bring up 2nd and 14 for the Rams. Kim in the shotgun. He's going to do a hard count, and it looks like they're able to get the Jackrabbits to jump off sides.
It's a great way to take a 4-yard loss and make it a 1-yard gain coming up on 2nd and 9.
And that's what we in the business call profit. You can keep doing that, you're always going to come out on top.
5-yard penalty, 2nd and 9.
It's going to bring up 2nd and 9 for the Rams. They're giving a signal to the scoreboard operator. Keep that clock a-running.
That's right.
And he does. So Kim commanding the offense, calling the signals as we await the snap. 2nd and 9 for the Rams here. He's going to take that. He's going to drop back. He's going to look to pass quickly. And that's intended to Takario Davis on the sideline. We're waiting for the signal.
It's a great
and it looks
catch
like
if
they're
he
going to
got
call.
it.
Yep, they're going to call that a catch. Real nice footwork there from Davis, showing off the length there on the high throw. They're going to move that ball.
And we had a flag actually back there at the 20, so it's going to move him a bit farther and give him a fresh set of downs. Ball now spotted at the Millikan 49-yard line.
That penalty goes against the Jackrabbits. 1st and 10 for Millikan. Ball spotted at their own 49-yard line.
I wonder what head coach Stephen Barbie's going to be talking to his guys about in the locker room at halftime.
Kim's going to take that ball. He's going to drop back, but under pressure again and nowhere to go. Pressure coming that time from Wendell Mo. I don't blame Kim for throwing it away. If I see that Mack truck running at me, I would want to get rid of the ball too. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Rams. Still trying to find their groove on offense. They haven't been able to, but that's been a consistent storyline against this Poly defense all season long.
Yeah, and that's the tough thing about line play is that the longer the game goes on, the harder it is for the smaller team to keep those big bodies out of the backfield. And they were having a hard time of that in the first quarter, John. So it'll be interesting to see how this game progresses.
With Kim under pressure again, as that path for Ethan Stephanie looks to be just a bit wide, as Stephanie dives for it there, but not able to come down with it. It's going to bring up a 3rd down, 10 yards to go for the Rams. Kim doing all he can to try and move this ball downfield, but not a lot of time to make the reads, set his feet, and deliver an accurate throw, which is going to be, it's going to make it hard to really move that ball against this defense. But not for lack of trying, as Kim is in the backfield again. He'll drop back. He'll do the quick pass to Matthew Martinez, but he can't hang on.
Yeah, it looks like Donovan Turner, the athlete, that's his position, ladies and gentlemen, his athlete in coverage for the Jackrabbits, getting there in a hurry. And you got to wonder if Martinez is hearing footsteps, because there's been some pretty hefty contact here to start this game.
And that's going to bring up 4th and 10, as it looks like the Rams are sending out their special teams unit. Looks like Elijah Cawthon. Looking for a Cawthon punt here.
Coffin corner.
Right.
Coffin corner.
Yeah, I assume the audience is with me on that one.
So you're assuming that they played Madden around the same years that we were playing Madden growing up?
I do assume that.
Those were fun challenges.
Those were fun challenges.
They were.
They were.
But we do have a flag out here. That will go against the Rams, possibly a delay of game. Didn't see the call on that one, but it is a 5-yard penalty. It's going to bring up 4th and 15 now for this punt.
And Cawthon kicks a laser. Not a bad little punt there, but room to run for Anthony Curtis, and he keeps going. A nice return there for Curtis as he's brought down by Jaden Hunt. A bullet kick from Cawthon there. Put him deep into Poly territory. But Curtis able to find some room and bring that ball down to about the 46-yard line. But it looks like there's another flag on the play here. Getting a lot of yellow tonight. It looks like it's going to be a dual penalty on the Jackrabbits there. So it's going to back them up quite a bit. Still 1st down for them, but doing it from a little bit deeper in their own territory.
Yeah, this will be a good test here for the Poly offense. Having to march the ball 84 yards down the field to get to the end zone here.
Kuykendall in the backfield, and he's going to hand that off. Down to the right side, and he's got a lot of room to go. And that's Bridges there on the carry. But it looks like we have another flag on the play. And that's going to be a holding on the Jackrabbits. So that ball is coming back. Wind picking up here in the booth, so if you hear a little chatter, don't hold it against us. Or maybe do, it might keep us a little bit warmer. But you know what, that's a sacrifice we make to bring you more league football, specifically Poly football, and I think that deserves a subscription if you have a moment. So go ahead and subscribe to this channel while you're watching this video. After the fact, thank you for joining us. You're not giving into the NFHS's stream downstairs. Just kidding.
But seriously, like, subscribe, share with your friends and family, have them like and subscribe, have them share with their friends, and I guess if you have different family, then they can share with them as well.
Kuykendall's going to look deep.
Is that Lanier?
And that's going to be a catch. Incredible catch there from Keontae Lanier. After the big penalty, bringing back the run, a big pass there to move the ball downfield, and that's what you love to see if you're on the Poly side.
Yeah, and great awareness there by Lanier. Heck of a catch.
Kaiken on the backfield. He's going to hand it to Bridges, who runs up the middle, but not a lot of room there as he's brought down in the backfield. Perhaps just shy of the line of scrimmage by Leo Moreno. And we but we hope if you tuned in to the NFHS stream that you enjoyed it. We're glad to have you here with us. 4:32 left to go here in the first half. 2nd and 9 for the Jackrabbits. Ball on the 45-yard line. Kaikenal's going to drop back. He's looking to air it out again. And he's got Lanier on the right side, but just misses the mark. Sicario Davis in coverage, and he is chirping to Lanier. And that's okay. That's what you want to see. Two kids out here fighting in the right way. John back and forth talking smack. It's just part of the game. And it just shows you the kind of energy that these kids are bringing out to the field tonight.
Yeah, and honestly, great coverage there by Davis, number 7 for the Rams, going stride for stride with the 6'4" senior receiver Lanier. A tough task, and he was holding his own on that possession.
Kaikenal's dropping back, and he's looking at the middle, and he finds. That's going to be Nazir McGee with the catch up the middle for a big gain. That's going to bring up another first down for the Jackrabbits, and they are driving. First and 10 for the Jackrabbits as Kaikendall drops back. And we got a little screen to Samples with a lot of room to go and blockers in front. And another big gain for the Jackrabbits there. Devin Samples picking up momentum, and it's tough to bring him down when he does. It's going to be first down for the Jackrabbits here moving. 1st and 10. Ball sitting at the 18-yard line. Kaiken on the backfield. Bridges to his right. 3 receivers to the left, and Bridges is going to take that to the left side. He's got blockers in front, and he's turning the Jets on. Oh, but he's brought down just short of the goal line.
It's number 2, Matthew Garcia, saving the touchdown there for the Rams, but it will bring up 1st and goal for Poly inside the 5.
3:20 left to go here in the first half. Jackrabbits moving the ball with relative ease. The Rams are going to have to try and shake it up if they want to try and stop them from scoring before the half. 14-0 here at Cabrillo High School. Jackrabbits over the Rams. We have an I formation. That's going to be handed off to Bridges, and he's pushing that through. We got a pile at the goal line. It looks like he's going to be stopped just short. .244 and counting here. They're going to re-up in the I formation, it looks. Some confusion on the Rams side of things as they force a player to fall to the ground in an effort to get a referee's timeout.
Yeah, not sure you can do that. The referee's kind of looking down at him going, come on, big boy, get on up.
But no yellow on the play. They'll keep it as is.
Referees explaining to head coach Stephen Barbie what's going on, why there was no flag on that play. We're going to get set here for 2nd and goal at the 1. Let's see what Poly can do in the short game.
Kuykendall under center. He's going to hand that to Bridges, and that's going to be a touchdown, Jaden Bridges. Jackrabbits throw another 6 on the board. Millikan Rams just not enough firepower on that line to stop Poly from forcing it in. Put 6 more on the board for a 20-0 lead. Long Beach Poly Jackrabbits over the Millikan Rams here at Cabrillo High School. Dylan Michelle extra point ensuing. There's the snap. The point is up. And that's good. Add another 21-0 Poly Jackrabbits over the Millikan Rams here with 2:22. Quarter 2 left here in the first half.
And John, let's take a quick moment to shout out our production team here. Obviously, we've got yourself, John Charles Martin, class of 2007. Myself, Matt Guardabascio, class of 2007. We've got our producer, Jan Kim Lim, class of 2017. Been with the program since 2014. Our statistician and film crew, headed by Rui Ayala, class of 1984. Been with the program since 99. And Matt Bilodeau, class of 2017. On camera, we've got Anthony Nem with the wide shots, class of 2008, and Ricardo Casillas in the end zone. Our multicam operator, Joshua Deva. Our film crew students, Abe Rold Tudayan, Mark Hines, Elijah Simmons, and Max Cuellar. Shout out to all of those guys helping to make this production happen. If you like the work that they're doing, the best way to say that you do is to like and subscribe to the stream.
And Broider receives the Michelle kick, and he is popped at about the 17-yard line. Looks like Mikaele there on the tackle. Going to bring up 1st and 10 for the Rams offense here with 2:14 left to go in the first half.
First and 10 for the Rams. Ball at their own 18-yard line. Well, let's see what Millikan can do here with 2 minutes left in the first half. They've still got 2 timeouts. Let's see if they go to the air or if they're going to try and get something going on the run game, thinking that Poly is going to be expecting that deep threat.
Yep, Peter Kim in the backfield here. He's going to hand that off up the middle to Gravely. Not a lot of room to go, though. They're going to mark that down at about the line of scrimmage. Going to bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and number 44, Phoenix Tusa, with the stop there for the Jackrabbits.
And it looks like Poly's going to take their final time out of the half.
And guys, don't forget, timeouts are a great time to like, subscribe, and share the stream.
Honestly, any time is a good time to subscribe and share. You can pause this thing. You're watching it after the fact.
It's true. It's true.
You literally don't have to miss anything to subscribe.
It's true. You should just do it right now. Do it right now. Now is a great time if you haven't already done it. But seriously, we are very close to a mile.
I was serious the whole time.
I know. I am as well. But I'm going to say seriously, guys. John, you know I've only got like 3 things that I can transition into saying something.
Look, I know.
You can't call me out on it.
You know I have to call you out on it.
I have to call you out on it.
I have to.
But we are very close to the milestone that will help make this production continue for years to come. So please subscribe, share with your friends and family, ask them to share and subscribe as well.
We got 2nd and 10 here for the Rams. 1:55 left to go here in the half. They're going to send Matthew Martinez in motion with the screen, but nowhere for Peter Kim to go. A lot more gray jerseys than white jerseys there.
Yeah, and Donovan Poe looks like he tipped that on the way in. So again, you're seeing some great pressure from that Poly defensive line, not even giving him enough time, not even giving Millikan enough time to throw a screen pass.
Yeah, it's very rude of the Poly defensive line to not give Kim enough time to get that pass off. 1:50 to go here in the first half. 3rd and 10, ball at the 18-yard line. 21-0 Jackrabbits over the Rams here. Kim in the backfield, Gravely to his left. Are we going with Gravelli?
You know, I'm saying Gravelli in stadium, so I feel like you saying Gravely is, we're covering our bases.
We are. We are. Either in person or on the stream was correct, as that pass to Martinez is incomplete. Mika Ele there on the coverage. And that's going to bring up 4th and 10 deep in their own territory. It looks like they're going to punt that away. Coffin coming out again. Let's see if he gets another laser on this kick. The first one, no hang time, but a lot of nice distance.
I'm really proud of us, by the way, for going with the Coffin corner, going with the Football Reference and not saying, oh, Coffin in COVID-19 during a pandemic. I'm really proud of us for not going that route.
Yeah, as Coffin tops it, spinning there, and that's going to be downed by the Rams.
Number 13, Jaden Hunt downing that punt. It is going to be Jackrabbits ball in Rams territory. 1st and 10 for Poly. Ball's going to be at the Rams 47.
1:39 left to go here in the first half. You have to expect they're going to go for some action here. I know you're up 21, but why not make it a smooth 4-score lead and throw that up 28?
Here's the thing. 28-0 at half sounds a lot better than 21-0.
Especially if you're rooting for Poly.
Yes.
Not so much if you're rooting for the Rams.
Yeah. But this is the Poly stream, so, you know.
Kuykendall's going to drop back, and he's going to throw that short to Lanier, who's run out of bounds. A few yards on the play. Looks like they're calling it 4. That's going to bring up 2nd and 6 for the Jackrabbits.
And a smart move there by Lanier to just step out of bounds. He could have probably gotten another yard or two, but with the new rules, I knew as of like 5 years ago, if the forward progress, if contact is made previous to going out of bounds.
And Kuykendall looking deep for Jordan Riles.
And we do have a flag down at the 8. Referees conferring, trying to
we'll wait and see what they have to say.
It is going to be against the Rams. It is 1st down for the Jackrabbits.
So that's 1st and 10, ball at about the 28-yard line. Kuykendall in the shotgun, Samples to his right. 3 receivers over there to the left. And they're going to hand it off to Samples on the left side. He's got a lot of room to go. He's shaking and moving, looking for someone to hit. And he finds them, brought down by Matthew Garcia.
And extracurricular activity down at the near sideline. Takario Davis for the Rams with a little late contact. Flag comes out.
Seems like once you pop, the fun don't stop. The flags keep flying. Ooh, that sounds nice.
Against the Rams.
So that's going to move the ball a little bit further into Ram territory for the Jackrabbits here. 1:20 left to go in the first half. Knocking on the door of the goal line, looking to add 7 here. And with them getting the ball back in the second half, this is a big opportunity for the Rams to hold up and stop this game from getting out of hand. Kuykendall is going to take the snap. He's going to hand that to Bridges, who runs up the left side. Not a ton of defenders there, but there is a flag on the play. So we'll see if this one's coming back or not.
It's going to be, they moved the flag down to the 3-yard line. So if it is against the Jackrabbits, and it is, it's going to be a holding call in that that defensive secondary going against the Jackrabbits. Holding called against the Jackrabbits. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First and goal.
So that's going to bring up first and goal for the Jackrabbits. Ball at about the 14-yard line. 21-0 Jackrabbits here over the Rams. A minute left to go in the game. Kuykendall in the backfield. He's going to drop back. He's looking to the left side. A little hand fighting over there. Jaden Hunt on the defense, and that ball is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, Kyron Rashiel, number 1 for the Jackrabbits, the intended receiver, going up, had great positioning, but a little bit of contact and just a tough ball to corral there. It's going to bring up second and goal from the 13. That pass intended for Kyron Rashiel. Second and goal, ball at the Millikan 13.
Second and goal here. Ball at the 13-yard line. Kuykendall on the shotgun. He's looking left again to Rashiel. And it looks like he's come down with it. A nice grab from Rashiel there. Touchdown Jackrabbits, putting 6 more on the board. That's going to bring us to 27-0 Jackrabbits over the Rams here with 53 seconds left to go here in the half. It didn't work the first time, so they went back to it a second time. They liked the matchup they had. And this time Kyron with the catch, holding on to the ball there, strong hands.
Yeah, great catch there to maintain possession down through the ground to get that score for the Jackrabbits.
You always love to get a touchdown on your last game as a ball at Jackrabbit. A nice souvenir there for him. Michelle's back for the kick, looking to add another.
You know, I don't think he gets to keep the ball.
Depends on whether Bobby gives it to him or not. And that kick is up, and once again, that kick is good. 4 for 4 for Dylan Michelle there. 28-0 Jackrabbits over the Millikan Rams. 53 seconds left here to go in the first half, and Poly looking to establish, or rather continue, their streak of dominance through the Moore League in the 2021 season, or rather the 2020 season, played in the year 2021.
Yeah, that's a tough stat to wrap your head around. We've got Poly, we've got the East Side playing on the West Side against East Long Beach's team in 2021 for the Moore League Championship for the 2020 season.
Looking at me with them Illuminati eyes.
It's a little cold, so that if you hear John flub a line, it's not because he's flubbing it. It's because he's literally shivering next to me right now.
It was so hot today, and now it's so cold.
It always gets colder at night. No matter what, they could be playing in August.
Good to know. It always gets colder at night.
Hey, some places it doesn't, man.
And Michelle's kick is going to go out of bounds, and that's going to bring some more flags. The referee's eager to get those out.
But how delightful that it's just like a normal routine flag that we're getting to witness.
Right.
And not because there's extracurricular activity.
Right.
Or chippiness.
A testosterone-fueled flag.
I don't know. Did you see that side judge? It was pretty. Threw that with some oomph.
That's true. That's true.
He's like, all the crazy stuff has happened on the other side of the field for me. Let me get this out of here.
That's a Frank Thomas-inspired flag toss. I knew I'd get him with that one.
Oh, Big Hurt, I love you, but come on, man. You got to stop these commercials. You got to stop them.
28-0 Jackrabbits over the Rams as the Rams offense takes the field. Peter Kim in the shotgun. Gravelli to his left, and they're going to go with the wide receiver run there. That's going to be Angelo Miranda.
And we've got an injured player down for the Rams. Unfortunately, we did.
Looks like an injured player.
For
each
both
side.
For both players, yeah, both sides there. Parham, who made the stop, the two of them actually did kind of carry him into the thigh / calf area of the offensive lineman, number 72. That's Luke Clapham.
He's able to hop up, so that's good to see. Last thing you want on senior night, last game of the season, is an injury. So hopefully we're just looking at a cramp, and as they stretch the calf, it looks like that might be what it is. Man, those cramps can really get you, especially when the training team tries to work them out.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, again, you're talking about how hot it was today, and then going and playing in this kind of chill. You got some damp air coming in from the beach there, but hopefully, yeah, it looks like they're still stretching him out.
You remember the days of waking up in the middle of the night with a cramp in your calf? Those were the absolute worst.
Yes.
I have not had one of those in so long. I'm so thankful, but that just brings up memories of those terrible, exciting you out of sleep cramps.
It's one of those things, I think, when combination of being young and like not eating a whole lot and
Right.
also living a lot more active lifestyle than we were. Just a bad recipe, man.
Right.
A bad recipe.
Right. Yeah, now instead of cramps, we get back and neck problems.
Yeah.
But whether you have cramps or back or neck problems, it doesn't stop you from subscribing and liking the channel. So take a second, subscribe, like the video. Can we like recorded videos? I think that's a thing, right? Yeah, we can do that. Go ahead and like it. We haven't been saying to like it. But do that. The subscribe means more to us, and we'll like you more if you subscribe. But why not get full coverage there? And out of all jest, we really appreciate it. These subscriptions and these likes are what allow us to keep going forward and build upon these and bring you more games and better coverage. And every subscription matters. We're so close to hitting our subscription goal for this year. And if you haven't subscribed yet, you could be the one that gets us there. So we really appreciate it.
And you guys, everybody, Parham up, walking on his own, still a little bit tight, but great to see him get up and get off the field of his own accord, and he's heading to the trainer's table to get that
right to the
out.
trainer's table. And I don't blame him.
And we are going to end.
Looks like the first half is going to end on that note as the clock runs down. The line at the end of the half, 28-0 Jackrabbits over the Millikan Rams here at Cabrillo High School. A matchup of the undefeated teams has only been one way. And we got some special presentation down here on the field for the seniors, so we're going to go to the field for that. And let our cheer squad, or let our spirit squad lead you through that.
Thank you so much for all you football parents. We honored our football players, our seniors, and we honored the film crew. Today we're also going to be honoring our marching band, cheer, JRTC, and our ASB student commissioners. We'll start off with our Long Beach Poly Marching Band, 6-time Grammys award-winning music program. First senior we would like to recognize is Isabella Marona Marco. Our next senior is Victoria Tori Duffy. Our next senior is Dana Grebo. Next senior is Myra Loez. Next senior for our Long Beach Poly Marching Band is Madeline Maddie Lavi. Next senior is Gabriel Leo. Our next senior is Louis Luna. Got a little dance to go with that. Nice. Our next senior for our Long Beach Poly Marching Band is Emily Menchaca. They get necklaces and everything. Look at that. Our next singer is Stephen Pro. Our next senior for our Long Beach Poly Marching Band is Anthony Rodriguez. Our next senior for the Long Beach Poly Marching Band, Joey Soares. Next senior will be Ryan Tolatino. And our very last senior for the Long Beach Poly Marching Unit, Jackson White. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for your Long Beach Poly Marching Unit. Next up, our wonderful JRTC program. Are they still here though? Checking. Yeah, oh, they up there. They said we're gonna be up there. I hope they're up there. First senior representing Long Beach Poly JRTC program is Cadet Command Sergeant Major Camacho Stephanie. And our next senior for the Long Beach Poly JRTC program is Cadet First Sergeant Luna Lisbeth. Thank you so much. One more time for your Long Beach Poly JRTC program. Finally, I get somebody to present up here. Our next group of seniors is your Long Beach Poly varsity cheer. First senior is Danae Guardabascio. I hope I didn't get to the last name. And our next senior for your Long Beach Poly varsity cheer, Ruby Sanchez. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your Long Beach Poly varsity cheer. Next group is my favorite group, Long Beach Poly ASB Student Commission. First senior is Janae B. Bye. She always hate me when I mispronounce her last name. Janae, come on down. You're a lucky winner. You get a free car. Just playing. Janae, bye. That's why she's looking at me like she wanna karate chop me. One more time for Janae, bye. Going to UC Berkeley next year. Our next, hold on, they gotta do their pictures. Our next senior, Long Beach Poly Student Commission, Liana Osme. Liana Osme. Come on down, Liana. One more time for Liana Osme, everybody. Our next senior for Long Beach Poly Student Commission ASB, Alora Booth. Varsity water polo, varsity everything. All right, one more time, ladies and gentlemen, for Alora Booth. Our next senior is your ASB Spring Vice President, Maggie Gliani. She will be attending UCLA Fight next year. Should have went to Berkeley because that's where I told her to go. Yes, thank you, Matt. We can say that loud and clear over and over again. Just make sure Peyton hears that too. Our next senior is your senior class president, Sophia King. Ladies and gentlemen, Sophia King. Our next senior is Eliza Lee, who is not here. Our very next senior, I don't even know what college this kid's going to. Got so many options. Everybody knows who he is. Our ASB president, Diego Cagarabaza. He will be attending 4 different universities each year because that's what he's gonna do. Starting off at Harvard. One more time, ladies and gentlemen, for your ASB president, Diego Cagarabaza. Our next senior, Henry Jara. That's somebody's best friend up there. I heard that. One more time for Henry Jara. And our very last senior for your Long Beach Poly Student Commission ASB group, Kimura Sam. Somebody said, go sister. Oh, that's your sister. One more time, ladies and gentlemen, for Kimura Sam. Ladies and gentlemen, your class of 2021 Long Beach Poly ASB Student Commissioner. Thank you so much, seniors. Y'all can get off the stage now. Thank you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, on YouTube. Thank you so much for joining us. We're coming back and we're coming into the second half here with the Long Beach Poly Jackrabbits taking on the Millikan Rams, a pair of undefeated football teams here in the Moore League matchup. One of them trying to break the other. There's a clear favorite here coming into the second half, but that's why you play two halves of football.
It's true. It's true. It's we've got a 28-0 score right now. Jackrabbits over the Rams. Millikan really struggling to get anything going at all on offense. I mean, literally, they've got -1 total offensive yards at this point. Well outperforming their offense with the penalties that they're getting from the Jackrabbits defense.
Yeah, they have had a little help from the flags out there. Not able to move the yard too much. Like Matt said, -1 yards for Millikan, 182 yards of total offense for the Jackrabbits. As we take a look, Peter Kim on the Millikan side, he's completed 2 passes, which isn't a great recipe for success when you've had 14 attempts, and those 2 passes have gone for 26 yards and 1 interception included in one of those incompletions. Shea Kuykendall, however, on the other side, 7 of 10, finding a lot of room out there for his receivers, hitting them for 2 touchdowns and 112 yards. 1 touchdown going to Keonta Lanier and the other to Kyron Rochelle. And it's kind of been the same script for the Jackrabbits on the ground as well, and with their defense, as we've seen from the -1 yard that they've been able to keep the Millikan Rams offense from getting.
Yeah, it's I mean, what we're really seeing is a team that's bigger, stronger, and faster going against a team that isn't as big, strong, or fast as their opponent.
Yep.
We're seeing it up front in the line play. We're seeing it in the receivers and the defensive backs for both teams. I mean, Poly is a big team. They're a fast team, and they're putting incredible amounts of pressure on Peter Kim.
The good news is, in the second half, it is senior night for the Poly Jackrabbits here at Cabrillo High School. So you have to think that Barbie's going to try and get some seniors in the game that may not have seen the field too often this season. So that'll be great to see them coming in the second half, assuming that the lead difference doesn't change. But who knows what the Millikan Rams will have to say for the answer. Once again, I'm John Martin. That's Matt Guardabascio. 2 roommates bringing you the Long Beach Poly live stream, which is why we're able to bring this to you unmasked. We're both vaccinated twice, so we have the full dosage in our veins, and we're also roommates, so we've been quarantining for an entire year just to bring this football game to you. And we're here. We're about 13 seconds from getting you back onto the field for second half action. Moore League Championship here. These are the Long Beach bragging rights on the line. The Jackrabbits with the upper hand now, but that's why we play 2 halves.
Exactly. Really, really, really excited for this second half. Sad that there's no playoffs. I mean, that's obviously, well, not this time of year, but this point in the season, I would say.
Yeah.
Poly's obviously generally looking ahead to at least 1, hopefully more, weeks of football. It's kind of an emotional night, I think, for some of these seniors. You're seeing, some of the tempers going early in that first half, because for a lot of these guys, this is the last time that they're going to get to play with this team. Many of the seniors coming back despite having offers already and making the decision, hey, I want to play with my guys. I want to be back here in the green and gold for 1 more season. Even if it means, deferring and not going for the spring semester at your 4-year university. So it'll be interesting to see the emotional side of things here in the second half as well.
Totally. We'll see if the Millikan Rams can break through, but the Poly defense, I'm sure, is taking a point of pride in not allowing 1 score so far in Moore League play.
Going to that ever-elusive Moore League shutout.
Yeah, if you ever needed a storyline to go for in this game, then that's your one. We're going to take you back down to the field for the second half of this Moore League action. And enjoy. We'll see you at the end of the 4th quarter for a little breakdown of the game.
And Jackrabbits receiving, so you're going to see them lining up on the left side of your screen here, getting ready to receive this kick and start the second half. Millikan still in a huddle there on the sideline, not quite ready to get out on the field and kick the ball away. They're like, no, let us just hang on to the ball for a little bit.
Right. The halftime was nice. You know, we made some adjustments. We're still absorbing those.
And you gotta, you know, if you're Poly on the field, you know, whistle to whistle, or snap to whistle, you gotta like what you're seeing from your guys. But a lot of extracurricular stuff happening after the play, after the whistle. You got to think that really Barbie's got to say, hey, let's just keep it going the way that it's been, but clean it up and play smart football. We don't need to play aggressive football. We can play smart football and win this game.
And the Rams are going to pooch it, and that's going to be received by Mika Ele, who's met by a plethora of Rams there, and it looks to be Ryan Morrissey on the tackle at about the 45-yard line to bring up 1st and 10 for the Jackrabbit offense, looking to extend that lead from 28-0. Final half of Moore League football this year. Sit back, relax, enjoy the show.
And subscribe. We've really enjoyed being able to do this year. So please subscribe because it will help us do this next year.
As Kaikanal gives the ball to Samples, running over on the left side. He's going to be brought down by number 33. 32. Rather, 33, Jaden Franklin was right the first time. Go with your gut, John. Come on. It's going to bring up 2nd and 8 for the Jackrabbits. Kaganow's going to take the snap and hand that to Samples one more time. He's going to take that to about the 50-yard line. Tackled by a couple Rams there.
Like number 75, Patrick Gallagher's in on the stop there for the Rams.
Yep. It's going to bring up 3rd and 6 for the Jackrabbits. Ball at the 49-yard line. Samples again to his left. Kaikanal's going to drop back. He's looking right. And that ball just at the feet of Keontae Lanier.
And number 5, Royce Smith in coverage there for the Rams. It's going to bring up 4th and 6, is I think what you were going to say before so rudely interrupted.
That's okay, baby. That's okay. We're all trying to get time in. Only 24 minutes left of football in the Moore League. Everyone wants to put their stamp on.
Number 5, Royce Smith in coverage.
It's bringing up 4th down for the Jackrabbits. It looks like they're going to punt that away.
And David Bacalar, the linebacker, deep to punt for the Jackrabbits.
Little high snap, but a big boot there. Angelo Miranda on the backfield to receive it, and he's going to touch it. And he is slammed down there.
Is that Torian White with the stop? I believe it is. Number 6, Torian White, with the great coverage there on that punt. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Rams inside their own 10. Believe they're going to spot him at the 8. 1st and 10 for Millikan. Ball at their own 8-yard line.
So that's going to bring up a 1st and 10 for the Rams here. Jackrabbits not able to do anything coming out of the half. Rams putting up a good defensive front there. Now they want to see if they can dot the I and put something up on the offensive side of the ball here. Peter Kim in the shotgun. Closer to his end zone than he'd like.
And again,
they're going to send Martinez in motion, and he's going to take the ball on the right side, but not a lot of room to go there.
Oh, John, it's number 75. You want to say it or should I?
You got it, baby.
Big old Wendell Moen on the stop there for the Jackrabbits.
It's going to bring up a 2nd and 13 for the Rams.
Wendell in on
second and 13.
The fans love whoa whoa. They want Mo.
I see what you did there.
Peter Kim drops back, and he's going to look to go deep. He has some room there. Looking for Takario Davis.
We
Who
do have
tries
a
to make
flag.
the one-handed catch, but there is a flag on the play. There looked to be a little grab in there from Anthony Curtis, unfortunately.
I think it's the right call, though. And you're going to see it is going to be pass interference. It's different than the holding call because there was extension on the arms there as he was trying to disrupt and interfere with the pass.
And that is by definition pass interference. When you try to interfere with the pass. And that's going to give a first down to the Rams here. Ball is going to be at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10. Kim's going to take the snap, and he's going to hand that off up the middle. It's going to be 21. Our man Gravelly. What are we going with? We should just.
I'm going
we should
with
join.
Gravelly.
Okay,
I'm
Gravelly.
going with Gravelly. And
Gravelly.
Donovan Poe, number 25, coming in for the stop for the Jackrabbits after a pickup of 3.
You just want Gravelli because of the Italian sound. But we'll go with it. As the Poly Jackrabbits marching down, just getting it. It's going to be 2nd and 8 coming up. 8:45 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Ball on the 23-yard line. They're going to send Martinez in motion again. Peter's going to drop back. Oh!
Torian White nearly intercepts that. Great jump on that route.
Come on, T. White, indeed. And he'll do some push-ups to make up for the drop. And the teammates will join in solidarity.
They're saying, I need at least 6 because that's a big 6 that you just left on the table right there, John.
I didn't leave it on the
No,
table.
you did. You left that right there. I seen it.
That was all T. White, man.
Great read on that ball, but
I'm more white T.
I think he was eyeing the end zone and just couldn't come up with that one.
Kim's going to drop back, takes a snap. He's looking up the middle. But Torian White all over it, but there's a flag on the play. Pass intended for Jay Drummer. But it looks like it's going to be another pass interference call here to give the Rams another first down.
Pass interference against
The crowd not happy about that one.
15-yard penalty, 1st and 10 for Millikan. Ball at their own 38.
It's going to make a first down for the Rams. Ball at the
38
30.
there. I'm stepping in. We've got a rookie scoreboard guy, and he's been feeding you false info all night, John.
It's okay, I'm taking it. I'm taking it. Kim takes the snap, and he's going to give that to Gravelli running up the middle.
We've got a flag in from the back judge there. Getting real aggressive with those throws, too. I mean, I know you got to throw it at the spot of the foul, but it looks like he really just throwing a fastball
He's
in there.
playing dodgeball. Make no mistake who committed the penalty.
It's going to be a chop block, below the knees against the Rams.
Now, that's an interesting call. How do you call a chop block?
Yeah.
You chop the knees. It's like that DaBaby move, right? Look, I needed a block with some bop in it. That's all I'm saying.
By the Rams,
It's going to back up the Rams.
15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
Pretty far there. And it's going to
Looks
be
like it's going to be 21 to go. Or is it 27 to go? 5, 10, 15. It's going to be 27 to go.
Well, I see 28 on the scoreboard, so I'm going with that.
But
First
it's
and 28.
wrong.
7:57 left to go here in the third quarter. Rams really not finding too much success here on the offensive side of the ball, getting some help from some penalties, but committing some of their own. Peter Kim's going to drop back and be well short. That pass intended for Takario Davis.
It's going to be number 12, Travis Davis, the junior 5'9" defensive back in coverage there.
Kim out here playing Madden, seeing last names and throwing it to the last name. You ever do that? You're just playing Madden, you're playing against a guy with the same last name. You just throw interceptions all day because you think they're wide open, but that's not your guy. And that's the Madden quarter from John Martin. Back to the game. It's going to be 2nd and 28.
Still 27. Still 27.
Prove it.
1, 2, 3.
Kim is going to take the snap. He's going to drop back. He's looking right, and he's going to go deep, but nobody there. Oh, and that's going to be tipped. Incomplete. And you're right, Matt. Those numbers are tough to see, the green on the gray.
So
it looks like it might
Torian,
be Travis Davis again.
Yeah, Travis Davis with the tip. Torian White would have probably been in perfect position to catch that ball had Davis not tipped the pass there.
Davis playing great defense against White. Which is going to bring up 3rd and real long for the Rams here. Ball placed at the 22-yard line.
And see, if you're loud enough on the PA and stubborn enough on the PA, the scoreboard guy usually adjusts it and gets you the right call.
So they gain a yard on the incompletion. Kim drops back, and he's going to throw that off. That's Martinez up the middle. And he's going to be tackled by Davis there. Davis getting some action these last few plays, but not quite enough to get the first down. According to the scoreboard, 4th and 12. Take it with a grain of salt. And it looks like the Rams are going to punt that away. Anthony Curtis back to receive for the Jackrabbits.
And Curtis, one of the seniors back here for the Jackrabbits, getting some love here on senior night.
Kick has some air under it, but not very far. And Curtis is going to be tackled by a couple, including Riley Tuggle.
And we've got a flag down after the play. Looks like maybe some late contact. Referees on hand to make sure it doesn't escalate following the contact. And it is going to be a personal foul against the Jackrabbits. So the punt return will stand, but they will back them up 15 yards there from the end of the play. Personal foul against the Jackrabbits.
But a first down for the Jackrabbits nonetheless. It's going to be 1st and 10, ball at the 30-yard line. About halfway through this third quarter. Score still stands at 28-0. Jackrabbits over the Rams.
Yeah, and Paulie's got to like what they saw on defense there. Some great hustle, some great reads from their defensive backs. Tough looks for Millikan.
As Kuykendall hands it off to Bridges, and he's running up the right side. He finds a lot of room to go, and he's finally tackled down by Takario Davis there. Bridges able to let go of the speed there. Getting some sprinting time up the sideline. And the Jackrabbit run game, par for the course. A lot of room to go and a lot of speed back there as well.
Yeah, speed and youth at the running back position, which is nice. They're, I think both of these guys are. Let's see, Samples is a sophomore here, and Bridges is going to be graduating this year.
And Samples is going to take that run up the left side. A lot of room to go. Finally brought down by Jaden Hunt there, but not before a big gain. And another first down for the Jackrabbits heading into the red zone territory of the Rams. 1st and 10, ball set at the 20-yard line.
He got more. First down, Jackrabbits.
First and 10, ball at the 20-yard line. Kuykendall in the shotgun, Samples to his left. And Samples will get that ball running to the right. A lot of white jerseys in front of him, though, and he's going to be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It looks to be number 5, Royce Smith, with number 75, Patrick Gallagher's there on the tackle. 2nd and 12 for the Jackrabbits. Ball on the 22. The Jackrabbits will go 3 receiver set on the left side. Samples in the backfield behind Kuykendall. They'll send Lanier in motion as Kuykendall drops back. He doesn't find it, so he's going to bring it down himself and find some yardage to go. He's looking for some room to run, and he's got it. Shea Kuykendall scrambling through for the touchdown, putting 6 on the board, calling his own number 5. Add 1, and you got those points added. Touchdown, Jackrabbits. 34-0. Jackrabbits lead, extra point ensuing from the nice run from Shea Kuykendall. Doing it with the arm and the leg here tonight.
Yeah, great awareness there to cut it out towards the corner of the end zone. Really open up that lane, and I mean, he went in almost untouched, essentially.
Run it where they ain't or where your blockers are, I say, especially if you're playing for this Poly offense.
That's great advice.
That's what I'm saying. Dylan Michelle's kick is up, and once again, it is good. Add 1 to that 34. You got 35-0 Jackrabbits over the Rams here at Cabrillo High School. 4:31 left to go in the 3rd quarter of this essential championship matchup between the Long Beach Poly Jackrabbits and the Millikan Rams, both undefeated in more league play, though the Jackrabbits continue to extend their lead and assert their dominance on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, that's, I mean, you can't really ask for more from Poly than that. I think they were backed up to their own 20 at one point following the penalty on the return, or after the return. So a nice 80-yard drive in 3 minutes-ish.
Not bad.
Very few coaches would be upset with that level of output.
Very few.
There's probably some out there.
Depending on how much time is left on the clock, yeah.
That's fair, yeah. If you're running a 2-minute drill and it takes you 3 minutes.
Probably not going to be too happy about that.
Also, why are you playing after the quarter's over? After the game is over. Or half. I guess it could be the half.
Dylan kicks it to the Brody Wojcik. And he's going to run up the left sideline, but not a lot of blockers there. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds by the combo of Jalen Duncan. And Matthew Che.
Looks like it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Rams. Ball spotted at their own 20.
It does look like it's going to be that way.
1st and 10 for the Rams. Ball at their own 20-yard line.
Peter Kim leading the offense back out here for the Rams. Looking to find anything to break through against this defense.
And a tough ask here, especially they've got that standout star at wide receiver, the freshman Ryan Pelham, not in the game since a pair of some extracurricular activity that he was a part of early to start the game. Hasn't been back. We didn't see anything official.
There's going to be a flag on the play there. It's going to move him up 5 yards. Didn't quite catch the call there, unfortunately. But the Poly's going to take a timeout there. Their first of the half. Which gives us a chance to once again remind you, subscribe to the channel. Really helps us out. We're going to beat it to death until you do so. We're so close to our subscription goal for this football season, and we'd really appreciate any subscription that you can give, any like that you can give. It allows us to do what we do, to be here on a Friday night or a Wednesday night if we start covering basketball, if we're allowed to. through your subscriptions and your support. It's all up to you guys. So we really appreciate what you're doing and hitting that subscribe button while we have a free moment here.
And on top of that, we hope that you appreciate what we're doing because we really like it and we want to keep doing it.
That's true. It is true.
And John, I want to leave you here with one piece of insight.
Okay.
We've got heated seats waiting for us after the game. You just got like a quarter and a half to get through. You got this.
That's okay. I'm gonna tough it through as Peter Kim gives that ball to Gravelli, but he's met a lot of great jerseys in front of him. Not a lot of room to run. That looks like it's Uiti Mo on the tackle there. Still able to gain a couple yards there. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 8 for the Rams. And you hear the support for Uiti Mo there as Matt announces his name over the loudspeaker, and the crowd noises drown him out. A lot of support there. Peter Kim back in the shotgun here. 3 receivers to the right. He's going to drop back, looking to air it out, except it's a screen to Gravelli, but he's going to drop the ball, and he still pays for it, unfortunately.
Yeah, and that's Wendell Whoa Mo letting you know a little bit why you don't want to get hit by a dude whose nickname is Whoa Whoa.
Or whose number is 75. Those are usually the big boys on the squad. That incompletion brings it to 3rd and 8 for the Rams. Ball still a bit deep in their territory, looking for anything to move it here. Came in the shotgun, 3 receivers again to the right. Gravelli to the right there with them as well. Kim's going to drop back, looking again to air it out, but again, not a lot of time as pressure's put on him by Jalen Johnson. Kim just throws it away. It's going to bring up 4th down. And it looks like the Rams are going to send out that special teams unit once more.
That pass is incomplete. Pressure applied by number 21, Jalen Johnson. 4th and 8.
Jay Nicasiano back to kick for the Rams.
Anthony Curtis, the deep man to receive for the Jackrabbits, number 11 on the left of your screen. Well, he'll be there eventually.
High kick wobbling to about the 50-yard line. And Curtis is going to receive it. He wants to run a little bit, but nothing but wide in front of him. And he will eventually be brought down after taking a couple hits there from a few different players.
Yeah, and Curtis going, hey, you know what? This is my last game. I'm a senior. I'm going to have some fun with this thing. We're up 35-0 right now. If I get the opportunity to have a return, I'm going to do it.
And there's a flag on the play that's going to go against the Jackrabbits, so it's going to back them up just a bit, but still 1st and 10 upcoming.
Yeah, actually, I missed that flag because it's a yellow flag sitting right in the middle of that yellow Jaguar at the middle of the field. Again, huge shout out to Cabrillo High School for hosting the Jackrabbits, for hosting more league competition here all year since we've got the ideal setup here with stands on both sides of the field. So thank you to Cabrillo for hosting tonight and our previous games as well.
Kuykendall and the Jackrabbit offense back on the field. They're going to option that to the right, but Kuykendall takes it again, and he's got room to go once more. And he gets a nice gain there, but he's tackled out of bounds by Jaden Hunt there on the left side.
Shea Kuykendall.
That's right, Shea Kuykendall on the carry. As Matt forgets to mute his mic as he announces the information to the people here in the stands at Cabrillo High School. We kid. Kuykendall's going to take the snap again, and he's going to hand that off to some new blood in at running back. Pause for number identification.
That's going to be Evan Arredondo, the senior backup quarterback in there with that carry.
And I saw that number there, but I saw the QB next to his name. And the quarterback running like a running back because, frankly, he was the running back. And getting a nice first down there for the Jackrabbits. 1st and 10, ball at the 30-yard line. And Arredondo's going to take it again to the left side. He's got a lot of room to go. Only one defender to beat, but he's not able to do it. A nice gain nonetheless. Tackled by Royce Smith out of bounds. A flag on the play, though.
And it's up on the side of the field that he was running. So looks, yeah, that is going to be a hold against the Jackrabbits. It'll be 10 yards from the spot of the foul. They're going to repeat first down here, John.
Two minutes left here in the third quarter. Jackrabbits remain up 35 on the Rams here for the battle for bragging rights at Cabrillo High School. Jackrabbits show three wide receivers on the right side. Kuykendall's going to drop back, and he's looking to go deep on the left side. He leads a receiver who leaps with the catch. But a flag is down, so hold your excitement for just a second. Pass interference. It looks like he pushed off, so this one's going to be coming back. But a great catch nonetheless. On the replay, you'll see he extends that arm. But Rochelle called for the penalty there, so that backs them up. 1st and real long once more. Ball set at about the 49-yard line. About 29 yards to go as the boos rain in from the Poly stands.
Yeah, now the referees are doing. We had 1st and 13. And then a 15-yard penalty brought him back.
And they're going to dial it up again. Oh, Rochelle tried to bring that in with one hand. But yes, Matt, there is a flag on the play, and it looks like it might be going the other way this time.
High school football, man. It is. It's going against Millikan.
Anything you can do, I can do better. Pass interference against the Rams. Trying to get the senior Kyron Rochelle some touchdown love before the clock strikes 0. Third time's a charm. Kuykendall in the shotgun. But they're going to blow it dead. Have a little conversation about what's going on. Looks like to be an error with the sticks. So they're going to move that first down marker back to where it was at the 20-yard line. It wasn't not
an automatic first down on that one. So the 15 yards were not enough to advance the Jackrabbits to a fresh set of first and 10 downs.
First and towns.
but it is still first down. We've had 3 snaps now, I believe. We're still at first down.
Kuykendall's going to drop back. He's looking to the other side now. He's going to go up the middle, looking for Jordan Riles. But in double coverage, it's going to be Royce Smith and Zakario Davis on the coverage. It's going to ring up second down and about 14 here. Ball on the 34-yard line.
Poly fans wondering why there wasn't a flag on that. The defender coming underneath the route, not playing the ball.
And they send Bridges in motion, and he's got a lot of room to run. But he's going to be tackled by Gravelli and Smith there. He does get a nice gain there, though. Brings them a little closer to the first. Looks to be about 3rd and 6 left to go. 8-yard gain for Bridges there. Bridges will come off as Samples checks in to the right of Kuykendall, who's in the shotgun, 2 receivers to each side. And they'll send Samples in motion to the right, but throw it left
So that's
to Rochelle, who finds some room to go and gets enough for the first down and move those chains. It's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Jackrabbits. Ball placed at the 12-yard line, rather the 17-yard line.
And we've got about 15 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Poly not looking like they're going to line up. Or possibly they are just going to line up.
Poly not looking like they're going to line up as they line up.
Well, we've got a timeout taken by the Jackrabbits.
And now they have to line up.
I think what happened is they thought that maybe they could just get it out of the quarter, but they didn't quite have enough time on the play clock to burn down into the 4th quarter. And like we've said, every single timeout we've had tonight, go ahead and like and subscribe. We want to keep doing this. From the feedback we're getting, it seems like maybe you guys want us to keep doing it too. The best way to make that happen is to subscribe to the channel. We are very close to a milestone here for YouTube, which would make it a lot more feasible for us to continue doing this. So especially for all of you out-of-state viewers, for those of you who are out of town, maybe you just can't make it down on a Friday night from LA or wherever you're at, go ahead and subscribe to the channel.
6 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. Jackrabbits will get one more play off. Kuykendall's going to drop back, and he's going to look right.
And
So McGee,
pair of
but
flags.
a couple flags thrown there, yes. And that looks like it's going to be holding or pass interference. We'll go to the refs to see what they have to say.
Unfortunately, he was standing directly behind some of the Poly offensive linemen. It is going to be a pass interference. Thank you, our producer, Jan Kim. A little bit farther down in the booth, was able to see around the tower of power that is our offensive line here in Long Beach.
1.8 left here in the 3rd quarter. Really milking this 3rd quarter for all that it's worth. Kuykendall in the backfield, Samples to his right. They're going to go the quick pass to the right side, and that's McGee, and he's got some room. Oh, he's so close to the goal line, but just short. Just short as he tried to drag 3 defenders into the goal line himself, but couldn't quite do it. A valiant effort nonetheless, as that'll end the 3rd quarter as we head to the 4th, the final quarter of 2020/2021 Moore League football, or football in general with no CIF playoffs taking place this year. 35-0, Long Beach Poly Jackrabbits lead the Millikan Rams here at Long Beach Cabrillo, Juan Rodriguez Cabrillo High School.
Again, East Side team playing against an East Long Beach team here on the West Side for the 2020 Moore League Championship in April 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you the state of sports. So, John, they're they're rocking the green and gold right now. Do we want to partake in the alumni do it? Because I wouldn't be mad at rocking the green and gold a little bit. Maybe we can get the camera on us during this break. And we can rock the green and gold a little bit.
Rock the green and gold, 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 stop. Now let the seniors do it.
Now it's seniors' turn.
Rock the green and gold,
Senior
rock
night.
the green and gold, rock 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 the green and gold, stop. Now let the band do it.
The band's turn.
They're never going to let us do it, John. They're never going to let us do it. The teams are lining up. We're not going to get to rock the green and gold, John.
Now let the fans do it. Rock
We're not technically the fans.
We're not the fans,
We'll
though.
do it. We'll rock the green and gold.
rock the green and gold, rock the green and gold, rock the green and gold, stop. Nobody else can do it.
We did it. We did it. As they get a play off while we're rocking the green and gold. But luckily they're stopped short, so we didn't miss a tuggy. As they set up in the I formation here. And an easy touchdown in there for Tyson Bordeaux, or rather McGee.
Yeah, that's
McGee.
Nasir McGee, number
Nasir
13.
McGee. He couldn't get it on the play previous, so they threw him in the backfield and sent the big boys through for him. And you love to see it for the senior wide receiver.
Yeah, no, that's a great heads up coaching move to get your receiver in there at tailback. Let him get the opportunity on senior night to get that tuggy. Very class act move by head coach Stephen Barbie there.
Dylan Michelle back for the extra point. The kick is up, and that one is good. 42-0, Long Beach Poly Jackrabbits over the Millikan Rams. As we enter the running clock phase.
And guys, here is something that we don't get to say a whole lot here at Long Beach Poly, but our producer Jan Kim Lim bringing it to our attention. This is an incredible season that we've seen from the kicker, Dylan Michelle. As of right now, he's had a perfect season. No missed point after attempts, no missed field goals. Really, really love to see that. It's anytime you can see that level of support coming from the special teams, you're excited if you're a Jackrabbit fan.
Jackrabbits setting up to kick off to the Rams here. Brody Wojcik back to receive. Dylan Michelle setting up to kick. And he'll give it a boot. Some miscommunication, but they figure it out in time.
Gravelli going, no, that's my ball. I'm taking this return.
It's going to bring up first down for the Rams. .25 left to go here in the game. Ball placed at the 28-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Rams coming up. Kim's still in the game at quarterback. They're going to look to option to the right side to Gravelli, but a couple gray shirts there to meet him. It's going to be Uiti Mo. on the tackle, along with Austin King.
Brought down by number 34, Austin King, and number 46, Luigi Mo. 2-yard loss, 2nd and 12.
It's going to bring up 2nd and 12 for the Rams. Ball at the 26-yard line.
That's great math, John.
I got it like that.
Now let me tell you, or ask you rather, do you got it like that after paying a ton of money for a private school education? Or is that homegrown public school education getting it like that for you?
After the Peter Kim toss to Takario Davis, I can answer you, that's a public school education right there. Big gain for the Rams as Kim connecting with Davis. Able to improv a little bit there, still under pressure, but they connect for the first down. Ball's placed at the 45-yard line. But there will be a personal foul to add 15 onto that play. It's going to bring up 1st and 10 for the Rams at the Jackrabbit 40. 6:57 left to go here in the 4th quarter on a running clock.
I didn't even see the flag on that one. He just kind of ran up and was like, hey, this happened. Let's keep it moving.
You know, it's been the Millikan strategy all night.
Yeah, and for those just tuning in, I guess you can't just tune in now because it's an after-the-fact video, not a live stream.
But you could just be tuning in, I suppose, if you skip to this point in the stream.
True. The Jackrabbits with 100 yards of penalties in the first half, getting close to that, if not more, in the second half as well.
Kim loses his footing in the backfield, just kind of has to eat the yards on that one.
5
Loss of
yard.
about 5. So going to go up 2nd and 15. Ball at the 45-yard line.
Do you think he's still feeling hungry? After a 5-yard loss? You said he's eating those yards? Just say it.
Hungry for more yards, I'm sure. Kim's going to take the snap. He's going to drop back. He's looking left. He's looking for the pass, but that's going to be intercepted, and no one there in front of him.
That's
Another
Torian
touchdown
White.
for Torian White. The pick 6. Kim staring down the receiver. Torian was all over it. And an easy pitch and catch, but going the other way to add 6 more. 48-0 Jackrabbits over the Millikan Rams here at Cabrillo High School.
Torian climbing up. We've got Poly players in the stands. Torian letting them know, hey, number 6 who did it.
They'll set up for the extra point. Michelle's back looking to preserve that perfect season. The kick is up. And it's no good. The production team jinxes him and makes him lose the perfect season. That is absolutely on our producer, Jan Kim Lim. How dare he mention the perfect season and immediately have the ensuing extra point denied by the upright.
If you could see Jan Kim right now, he is feeling every ounce of that pain.
I don't know about you, but I could just feel that coming. I could feel it coming.
Oh, 100%. I could feel it as the production note came in. I was like, I mean, sure, if we want to just bet that Polly's not going to.
I can't believe that happened. Karma is real.
Oh.
That is what we call the announcer curse.
We're not calling that the announcer curse here. That is that is the producer curse.
No, we chose to say it. We chose to say it. It lies equally on our shoulders. We will forever wear that burden. We apologize, Dylan.
Yeah. But I don't think that he is a senior. We don't have his grade listed on our roster here, but I don't believe he's a senior. So hopefully he's got another shot at this perfect season next year. And we will wait until the conclusion. That'll be part of the wrap at the final game of next year's season.
Yep.
Oh, I guess it would still be this year's season because it's still going to be 2021.
So that brings us to a score of 48-0 Jackrabbits over the Rams as Michelle kicks it off to Wojcik in the backfield. 22 looking for some room to run. He's running to the left side, and he's going to find a little bit, but tackled hard out of bounds.
And a flag coming in after the play there.
Looks to be Lamar Black on the hit
Personal
there.
foul.
Looks like he might have gave a shove to the Rams return man after the fact.
Personal foul against the Jackrabbits. 15-yard
3:30 and counting here in the fourth quarter. Jackrabbits 48, Millikan Rams 0. But a first down coming up for the Rams. If you're looking for a storyline, this may be the last shot a Moore League team has on scoring against this Poly defense. And we'll see if Kim and the rest of his offense has the ability to take it downfield
I don't know about you,
in under 3 minutes.
but I hope that they don't.
Of course.
You passed the test. You're a Poly fan.
Oh, that was me becoming a Poly fan after having graduated from Long Beach Poly. Flag on the play. Looks like it's going to be a false start on the Rams, so they'll back it up 5 more yards.
early movement by the Rams.
It's going to bring up 1st and 15.
Yard penalty, 1st and 15.
And talking about the Poly trying to pitch a shutout against the entire Moore League. I know that that's going to mean a lot to a lot of people in this program and a lot of these players. This season dedicated to Coach Slice, who passed away late in 2020. So to see the team coming out and putting up this kind of a performance in their final game of the season to try and shut out the Moore League, really a special thing, and definitely got to be contributing to some of the emotions that we're seeing on the field here.
Brody Wojcik is going to take that carry for a nice little loss to back up the Rams a little bit more here.
5-yard loss on the play. 2nd and 20.
It's going to bring up 2nd and 20 for the Rams. 1:44 and counting. Running clock. Came in the backfield with Wojcik behind him. 2 receivers on either side. He'll take the snap, and he'll hand it off to 22. Who's met by a bury of Jackrabbits there.
For those who don't know, a bury is a large gathering of jackrabbits, or so I once read when I was like 16 or 17 years old and first starting announcing, and haven't been able to find that source ever again. But hey, we're going with it.
When you find something on the internet, it has to be true. Under a minute here. Not a ton of urgency on the Rams side as they set their offense. They'll approach the line as 30 seconds counts down on this season. Kim will take the snap, and he'll hand it off again to Wojcik. But again, no room to go. And I think that's going to do it. As the clock ticks down, that brings an end to the 2020 football season. 2021, if you're counting the fiscal season, the year that we're currently in. That's going to be a final score. Long Beach Poly Jackrabbits 48, Millikan Rams 0. And that caps an immaculate performance by this Poly defense, not allowing one more league score. The only score they've allowed coming against a 5-star quarterback recruit after playing Gardena Serra. And from then on, no dice for any opposing offense.
Yeah, and John, before we jump into the post game and bring you guys stats, I want to speak a little bit about Coach Slice. Just really an incredible person. Somebody who was, he's been with the program for decades and had an impact on hundreds, if not thousands, of young men in the Poly community, and his loss definitely being felt, on the field, in the stands. He was a coach of mine. He was a coach of pretty much anyone who's played at Poly in the last 20 or so years. You're talking about Deshaun Jackson, you're talking about Jayon Brown. He's helped shape a lot of these young men, some of whom have gone on to play in the NFL. Just an incredible human whose loss is being felt very deeply, and what a touching tribute to him for them to come out and play the way that they did all year long in his name, and pitch a shutout against the Moore League. I don't think there's anything, football-wise that Coach Slice would have loved to have seen more than that is Poly coming out and doing what Poly should be doing in the Moore League. So his loss felt and very much missed, and sorry, I'm a little lost for words right now, but take it away, John.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And dominate they indeed did. You can see that they got 314 yards of total offense on the Poly side and only allowed 11 yards of offense to the Millikan Rams. Poly with 139 of those yards through the air and 175 on the ground. So a pretty mixed attack here for the Poly offense, keeping the Millikan Rams to negative 46 yards on the ground and only 57 yards passing. A few flags out there tonight, but otherwise another textbook performance from the Poly offense and defense to have their biggest win of the season come against the other undefeated Moore League team in the Millikan Rams. Yeah. And they really put their footprint on this season in the Moore League and just overall.
Yeah, no, this has been Poly football the way that Poly football fans remember Poly football. Dominating, run performance across the season. At one point, and I don't know if it's still the case, but both running backs and the running back tandem that the Jackrabbits have with Bridges and Samples, averaging over 6 yards per carry. The defense scoring in almost every game that was played. Really just a great season from the Jackrabbits, and something to look forward to if you're a Jackrabbits fan. There's a lot of young talent that's going to be back here later this year in the fall.
Yep, and that's one more banner that the Jackrabbits can add to their championship listings, their Moore League championship listings, the 2020 season. Your 2020 Moore League champion, Long Beach Poly Jackrabbits. And we couldn't have done it without you here with us. We appreciate you guys being with us so much, especially on this tape delay. If you're still here with us, what are you doing? The game's over.
But just a reminder, if you are here and you're wondering why we're not wearing masks, it's because we are roommates. We've been quarantining together for over a year at this point. We are also both vaccinated, and as soon as we are done filming this, we will both be putting our masks on as we reintegrate into society here in the crowds and get over to our cars. So wear a mask. It's important.
Thank you guys for joining us this season. We've had an incredible time bringing you these Poly football games. We hope to bring you more sports in the future. We do it with your support. So if you get a second before we sign off, like, subscribe. We need you guys for this to happen, for this to work. And we're having a great time. We hope you had a good time. Thank you again for joining us, and we'll see you next time.